John Di Domenico is an Emmy-nominated actor, writer, comedian, impressionist, and corporate host right here in Las Vegas and around the country.
He's been the winner of Las Vegas Review Journal's Best Comedian and Best Impersonator for the last 5 years, and he's joining us here right now.
Right now.
I'm here. I can't believe it.
Can you believe it?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Be here. Fantastic. Fantastic.
You
Just
had-
to be on the comfy couch.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty comfy, isn't it?
Yes.
We have to remind ourselves not to sink too far into it and get too comfortable.
Or ask
because
for a blankie.
Yeah, oh, blankies. Don't talk. Food and blankies, that's all we need.
A lot of food talk this year. A lot of food talk.
That rubs off, doesn't it?
Yes, it
comes across.
does. It kind of seeps through everything.
So you have an extensive background
Yeah.
in entertainment, and you've been hosting for years. What was your trajectory like?
Oh, well, I wanted to be I was a 5-year-old kid. I had a speech impediment, which I still do, obviously, but I love doing impressions. So I started out as an actor, comedian in New York, and then I started doing these corporate jobs, and it kind of became my life. And I would do full makeup character, like Trump and Austin Powers and Dr. Evil and Dr. Phil and
All the doctors.
all the
All the
doctors
doctors.
and Jay Leno and all these guys. And in the last few years, and I love doing the characters. I love being in full makeup. I was trained as an actor, but I got to a point where I was like, I need to be me. I gotta be me kind of thing. So I started shedding the characters. I'm still doing them, and I love them, but I'm at a point where I kind of went back to where I started with stand-up, and I'm being myself, and I'm having a blast with that. And, I've been, like you mentioned, I'd won the impersonator bit, but now I want to get back to being me on stage, hosting as myself, and I've been doing that with corporate meetings around the country and here in Las Vegas. So these are the big shows with 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people, and there's people who've never been to a corporate meeting, so they don't understand what a host does.
Right.
And it's sometimes 2 and 3 days where you're on stage the entire time, bringing on people, taking them off, the CFO, the CEO, all that kind of stuff. So it's a great opportunity to break into a little Trump, a little bit of Trump,
Yeah.
a little bit of Austin Powers, maybe, yeah, or maybe Dr. Evil. So it's a great way to do all the characters as opposed to being locked into one, which has been a really great. It's funny that I'm going back to where I started and being myself.
That's cool.
Well, what was that shift like for you? Because as you mentioned, it's a lot of fun to take on these sort of characters, but what was the shift like when you said, you know what, I want to kind of take it back to me?
It was interesting because I didn't realize this until really far into my career, but doing these characters, I did Conan, I did 50 appearances on Conan, I've been on Howard Stern for 3 years. No one knows who I am. They never see my face. And I always, within the industry, everyone knows who I am, but externally, no one knows who I am. And a lot of my stand-up friends have had amazing careers and everyone knows their name, but no one knew who I was. They would go, oh, that Trump guy, or that guy did Austin Powers, or that guy was Dr. Phil. So now I'm taking off the mask to be myself.
You said it's me.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. So now I can go to a comedy club and people know who I am as opposed to the corporate characters.
Well, it must be quite a shift as well. Because obviously, as an actor or an impressionist, you kind of hide behind the character.
Yes,
that's you sit back as yourself and you go off and have fun with this.
Right.
So, but now you're doing things like keynote speeches.
Yes.
As yourself. So
Yeah.
what's that shift been like? How are you enjoying that? How's that been going?
That's really, going back to my childhood, the speech impediment that I had, it took 8 years to correct.
Wow.
And I was teased a lot and bullied, and it's about overcoming that, kind of dealing with we all have challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not unique, but just overcoming those challenges. And I took the thing that gave me the most kind of pain, and it's become my living. So I always feel like lead with your weakness. And I also talk about the fact that I have some learning disabilities along with the speech impediment. And so half of it is about the impediment and overcoming it and overcoming challenges that we all have to overcome. And then kind of the things you can do for good brain health, because I'm really into brain health, brain chemistry, what we can do to live longer but keep our mind going during that time.
Yes.
Because as a performer, George Burns worked almost till he was 100. So
Yeah.
we always, people like me and comedians and performers, we don't retire. We just keep going.
No, and it's great.
Just wheel you out.
Yes,
At
it's
100.
real.
Show everyone. He's going to do some impressions. Be nice to him.
Right.
John, thank you so much for joining us this
Yeah,
morning.
me too.
Always fun to see you. For more information, head to thejohnnydshow.com. You can also follow him on social media.
Please.